To schedule an appointment for a patient, click the Select Patient tab. This screen gives you the ability to select an existing patient account or enter a new patient account on the fly. For established patients, you can either type in their account number or search for the patient in the account number field. Once that patient has been accessed, if they have any notes, future appointments, credit balances, collection balances, follow-up days, recalls, or a low level of approval numbers, a warning will be generated by the system. Typically, you can click the OK button to acknowledge these messages. However, some messages may prompt you to answer yes or no, and thereby take you to a certain area of the appointment area. For example, if a patient has appointments in the rescheduled queue. After any initial pop-up messages or notes have been dealt with, you have the ability to modify any patient information, phone numbers, family links, as well as authorize or suspend patient portal activity if needed. For new patients, you can create a new patient record. To create a new patient record, type A and then press Enter to add a permanent account number for the patient. Or type N and then press Enter to add a temporary account number for the patient. Temporary account numbers will have a new prefix and can only be accessed in the Appointment, Documents, and Patient screens, and cannot be accessed in other areas of the system until the patient is activated in the Patient screen. After a new account number has been assigned, you can enter the applicable patient information in the corresponding fields. Whatever information added here will be transferred to the patient's account. The first and last names are the only required patient information that is needed to schedule an appointment. However, it is recommended that a phone number also be entered should you need to contact the patient. Once the patient information has been accessed or configured, you can enter the new appointment information. The new appointment tab contains all of the fields and options necessary to create a new appointment for the selected patient. You can select the patient's case that the appointment is scheduled for if the patient has multiple cases. When creating a new patient, this field will default to the patient's normal case. In the reason field, you can enter or look up the reason code that represents the purpose for the patient's appointment. The reason code field is the only information that must be entered to schedule an appointment. In the message field, you can enter a brief note or a reminder that further specifies the visit. This message will appear on the patient's charge slip and can also appear in the appointment schedule screen. Likewise, you can also enter any category, no charge slip, procedure, recall, ordering provider, or appointment note information as needed. After all of the applicable information has been entered for the patient, click the Schedule Appointment button or the Find Available Appointment button.